Everybody, Linda, Black Bear Family Farms. I just wanted to give you a weekly update on how things are going. We brought the ducklings out today and they are loving it. Also the greenhouse, I'm going to give you a little closer look at the plants and how they're doing, and keep you posted on how things are going. Keep watching. So we're going to be moving the babies out to a little gazebo we got outside just to let them get some fresh air and to wash themselves, and we're just going to see how they do. The baby ducklings are only 3 weeks old and they are so big. And they get really nervous when it's time to move. So this will be their first time being outside, to have some fresh grass to eat. So this is going to be fun. Two by two, we're going to take them out. This is the only one we have that has a little tuft on his head, which apparently is just a genetic feature. But he's pretty funny looking, his little mohawk. And then there were 2. Can't wait till they get out there. I think they like it. I'm just gonna sit here and film a little bit, see how they like being outside. This whole week is gonna be really warm in the 80s during the day. Not something we can leave them out at night. It gets down the 40s and that's too cold for babies without feathers. But look, they discovered the water. These are not your average duck that swim everywhere. These are more of a runner, but we know they do love water too, so I'm so glad to see them in the water. Hope they clean themselves nicely. They're adorable. They are getting feathers on their tails. That's the first feathers I've seen. And their wings are getting bigger, so when they do that little flap, it's not just little T-Rex arms anymore. They're actually getting a bigger wingspan. So watching these guys, I am just surprised that they don't put their bodies down into the water. I thought all ducks would do that. They just kind of stand there and play in it, but they don't go in and get their bodies wet. Well, I guess that's good since we don't have a pond. So we'll just have some trays of water that we'll put out there, and that doesn't seem to be a problem. Or a baby pool once it's a bigger space, and they're bigger. But I'm just really surprised. I thought all ducks would want to get their bodies wet. Like I said, these are a runner variety, so they're not known for their swimming abilities, but still, they're a duck, right? Well, they're finally catching on to do a little bathing. Whoop, he slipped and put his butt in. But they're starting to scoop their chests into the water and do some cleaning. That's what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to clean themselves up a little bit, because they didn't really have enough water in their housing to do that. So I'm glad to see them finally catching on. Yay! Good babies. So I'm really happy with how the tomatoes and squash are doing. They're doing so nice. They're getting tall. I just gave them some plant food, so hopefully they'll keep getting stronger. They're looking good though. I'm just glad nobody's wilting. Everybody looks nice. And then over here, we have our tomatoes and peppers, and they're looking great too. Everybody's come through this last week. Didn't have any real cold. It gets down in the high 40s at night. We usually close up the greenhouse at night. The bottom half at least, leave the upper windows open like this one. But then we close the bottom doors. Mainly, I'm just, like I've said before on some of my videos, if you've seen it, I'm more worried about cats or animals getting in here and digging things up. But otherwise, greenhouse is looking great. How are the American breasts doing?
Not too bad. They're adjusting to being outside. And this, I divided them into two. This first one has all what I believe are the roosters,
That's a
plus
lot.
a couple of hens. And then that one's just hens.
Okay.
And there's it on the skittish side still. Otherwise, doing okay.
Okay.
Used to the flock and being outdoors.
How old are they?
7 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that.
Wow.
Could be almost be 8. I gotta look at it.
They look nice. So I just wanted to give you an update. The American breasts are doing fantastic. Unfortunately, the two little Polish did not make it. We're not sure what happened, but then just came out and they were gone. They were passed away. So just happens with chickens. Not sure why. So we got the space ready in the house. Now the fun part is going to be how to get them out of that gazebo. I don't know that we'll videotape that. I'm sitting inside the gazebo and I'm going to grab a few ducklings at a time and hand them to Ben and put them inside. I think it'll work. So the holes on the cage are small enough that they can't get out, but boy, just now when I tried to pick one up, they tried to get out. That was kind of dramatic, but we got a few out. But they did try. They got, of course, they got their long necks out, but they couldn't get their chubby little bodies through, thank goodness. And once they're calm, they're fine, but when they got scared, they did try to escape. So we'll try and move them as fast as we can. It's a short walk from the little gazebo to inside. These guys made a huge mess. Oh boy. So the babies are all back home. They're just a little upset at the moment, but hey, they're watering and getting clean. They look so much better now that they've been in the water a little bit. They were sitting out there so relaxed. It's good to be home. Thanks for watching. Bye.